Good morning, Vietnam. You're listening to Tay and Nin Talk. I'm Tay, and I'm sitting here with Nin. Hi, Nin. How you doing?
Good. So Tay, see any good movies lately?
Yeah, I have. I've seen quite a few. It's been a while since our last episode, but we're gonna summarize a lot of different things we've seen recently, and it should be pretty interesting.
Hopefully.
So Nin, what should we do first?
How about the big one?
Yeah.
Boyhood.
Boyhood? Yeah, alright. In the span of time since our last episode, we've seen Boyhood. We saw it in theaters. We didn't see it before because they never brought it to our theaters when it came out. It was like a month until they put it in a theater close by our house. So we finally saw it, and Nin, what did you think of it?
Awesome. What'd you think?
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see. I'm looking at the cover right now, and it says, a moving 12-year epic. This funny thing is that's actually a pretty good description of it. If you haven't heard of it, it's a story about just a kid, and it follows him through his entire life until he's 18 years of age from the age of 7 years old. And basically, the reason I really wanted to see it was, well, okay, first of all, it was because of the director, Richard Linklater. He's really good. And second of all, it was because of I don't want to say the gimmick, but the interesting new idea they invented for it is where over the course of the 12 years they shot the movie, so all the actors are aging in real time, and it's not a young actor, a different actor playing middle-aged kid, and then a different actor playing old one. It's the same boy throughout his entire life going out to the age of 18. And how they did it was they filmed new scenes every couple of years.
Yeah, and it was so cool to see that. Most movies will do have terrible makeup or a different actor or something, but it's just such a breath of fresh air to see it act like such original idea.
Yeah, well, I don't think he thought of the idea, but he's the first person to ever execute it and put it on screen.
Oh, well, who thought of the idea?
No, I think there's been various documentary filmmakers, etc.
Oh, I actually watched one in psychology.
You did?
Yeah, it was called 7 Up or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was it examined the poor lifestyle versus the rich lifestyle.
Oh, yeah?
And it was a guy from age 7 to 50.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was the same guy?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, but this is the first one that's a movie, though, I think.
Yeah.
And what I really thought about that was impressive was the main kid. Was he was a pretty good actor, actually. Think about you cast a 7-year-old and you have to hope he becomes a good actor throughout your entire movie. What if he's a terrible actor and then you ruined your entire movie?
Or what if he pulls a normal child actor stunt and goes on drugs or something?
Oh yeah, that's true. I never thought of that.
But it didn't happen. It all worked out, and it was totally worth it.
Yeah, there's no ridiculous storyline or it's not very Hollywood. It's definitely kind of an indie film. Basically, you just see his life, and it's kind of like your average kid's life almost.
And it doesn't. The movie doesn't try to send an obvious message. You're just watching his life, and when you're watching his life, you get different ideas from it.
Yeah.
But it's not trying to tell you ideas. These are just real things. For
Yeah.
example, there's he gets a dad at one point who's an alcoholic,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not I don't know. It's just
there's not a lot of conflict in the movie. That aspect was some of the conflict in it, but mostly you're just seeing what happens to him, and there's not okay, now it's the second act, so it's time for the action scene. Then we have it doesn't follow the generic storyline. There are it's most of the stuff in it has been done before, but it's never been done in such a real sort of way. I don't know, non-movie type.
Yeah. And one of the best parts for me and Tay, I think they probably started filming around, we're around the same age as the main guy.
Yeah, they basically the childhoods of the main guy. It was so funny. Me and him were laughing throughout the first hour because all the stuff that the brother and sister would do were a bunch of stuff that we would do.
Yeah, and at school he was playing the pilgrimage game or whatever.
Oregon Trail.
Yeah, Oregon
I used
Trail.
to play that at school.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a comedy, definitely.
No, it's not a comedy. But I wonder if you didn't grow up in the same time period, would it be as good?
I don't know. I mean, it'd certainly be interesting. Like, what if they made this in like the 50s?
Yeah,
Like,
I guess that would still be really interesting
Or
to
just
us.
imagine watching this 50 years later,
Yeah,
and then kids watching this, and then they could see like what people like in this time period grew up.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it is almost like picture yourself 30 years from now. You could go back and you could watch what it was like to grow up in the 90s all the way up to like the 2000s or whatever.
Yeah,
And it was pretty cool.
it's an excellent depiction of like basically the life of most people nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
Because
Yeah,
most people, you know, they
yeah,
they have,
his
like,
parents
some
are divorced and he's
divorced
kind
parents and
of
stuff.
he's in a sort of a broken home
And he's like trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life, just like most people.
yeah, but
And you can relate with him, but he's not like just a generic character that you're supposed to
oh
put
yeah,
yourself into.
yeah, you don't put yourself in this character's position. Some characters are there to make you think, oh, what would I do in this situation? You're not. He is a specific person. You're watching what he does in the situation. You don't put yourself into the movie at all. So yeah, I really liked it.
I'm thinking Oscar buzz on this one, actually. What about you think?
Yeah, it'll get Oscar buzz. I think Ethan Hawke should win for Best Supporting Actor.
Oh yeah.
I loved Ethan Hawke
was
in the
great.
movie. He's so good. Like, he just has something about him just made me. He seemed so real in the movie. He seemed like the most realistic character to me.
Yeah.
And then, okay, what about? I gotta mention some negatives though. There is a couple negatives for the movie. Like, one, I noticed a couple scenes had some really horrendous acting from the girl who plays the sister.
Well, it wasn't horrendous.
I thought it was horrendous. Like, I was like, whoa, that really stuck out as terrible acting.
Well, it stuck out because the rest of the acting was so good.
Yeah, that's probably true. But yeah, Nin mentioned after we came out that she was the
Sofia Coppola of this movie.
yeah, from if you've seen Godfather 3, you know how terrible Sofia Coppola was in the movie. So she's the Sofia Coppola of this movie, and the reason we made that comparison is because she's actually the daughter of the director, which seems like it must be a terrible idea because it never works out.
Yeah, don't do
Although
that.
some of the scenes she was good in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think in real life she like decided she didn't want to be a part of it, so maybe she like lost some enthusiasm for the movie.
Yeah, like
And maybe that affected
one
her
of the scenes
performance.
just seemed like she was reading the script.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we're
but
probably thinking about the same scene.
was it the scene in the car when she was about to go to the high school? That was the one that
Yeah.
sticks out as the worst
Yeah, that was
acting.
bad.
That was terrible. But I don't think that can bring it down too much. I mean,
No.
you can get through a couple cringeworthy scenes, but
She's not a main character.
I don't think a perfect movie has any cringeworthy scenes in it. I don't think so.
cringeworthy. Probably not.
Yeah.
A perfect movie wouldn't.
Yeah, definitely not. So yeah, I would give it an 8 to 8 range. I definitely think it was
8 to 8 range?
Yeah, I think it was an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Well, I think for like a lesser known indie movie, like some people are gonna love it and some are gonna hate it.
Well, the critics love it.
Critics mostly love it. Some have panned it. but
Right. No, there's nothing.
Like
It's
one.
like 100%. Only
Really?
basically only one hipster person didn't like it.
Okay.
Basically, you're gonna like it. It's just how much will you like it?
So that's why I'd give it my extremely broad 7 to 9.5 range.
7 to 9.5.
Yeah, or 7.5 to 9.5.
7.5 to 9.5. Yeah, I can see why somebody would give it a 7, but I would have to give it an 8 at least. And it ends on a good note. Like, I think one of the best scenes is the final scene.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that was good. There's a lot of memorable moments in it, and it's definitely one you want to watch again, I think. It'd
Yeah.
probably be worth watching again.
I want to like buy it on Blu-ray and like watch the special features and stuff.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I want to dig into it.
Yeah, that was so cool.
I'd give it a 9.
Really?
So
9?
You give it an 8, I give it a 9.
8 and a
It's a
9.
pretty big difference.
Yeah.
8.5 official Tay and Nin recommendation.
Okay, 8.5. Alright, so yeah, there was our review of Boyhood. Let's do some random stuff. We've seen many movies since our last episode.
More from Tay because he's
Let's
a
see.
bum.
No, I work all well, whatever. Okay. I'll mention a bunch of movies that I've seen that Nin didn't watch, and I'll just give a brief discussion about them. Excuse me. Number one, the first one I watched. Okay, because there was the new Sin City movie coming out, and I had the original Sin City on DVD, and I popped it in one night, and I watched it, and it was. I didn't like it that much. Obviously, I liked the this art style and art direction and everything, but just the whole idea of the Sin City and all the raunchy characters and all this, I just wasn't a big fan of the movie itself. I liked Bruce Willis's character. I loved Mickey Rourke's character, and his storyline was the most interesting. Oh yeah, I guess I'll tell you that there's multiple storylines going, and you follow each one, and then they all go to a conclusion and stuff because it's based on the graphic novel.
And I read it, right?
Yeah, I read the graphic novel before I saw it. It's a really pretty much spot on adaptation, but it just doesn't feel quite right as a live action movie. But I mean, it's definitely not bad. I can see why it gets the high ratings. It's just not my favorite movie. I just didn't love it that much.
So is it kind of like Watchmen, like a good adaptation of the novel, but some problems?
Yeah, I guess I could see that comparison. Yeah. I liked Watchmen way more, though.
Yeah, you can't beat Watchmen.
Alright, and then what's a movie you saw that I didn't see?
I don't think I did see any that you didn't see.
Well, yeah, you did. You were looking at your list before.
Yeah, I didn't.
You saw some. Well, I mean that I didn't watch with you.
Oh. I watched Anatomy of a Murder.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Stewart murder case one.
Yeah, I love
on
that
Netflix, watch it. I mean, I know nobody listening to this is going to watch it, but if you ever actually decide to watch it, you'll love it. It's a great courtroom drama. So good with Jimmy.
Yeah, I was thinking like 8 to 9 range.
Yeah.
Because it felt way ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
But I gave it an 8.
Oh, speaking of courtroom dramas, I watched another one on Netflix, Philadelphia, with Tom Hanks and Denzel. And I liked it. It was pretty good. It was about how Tom Hanks gets fired because he has AIDS, so he's suing his company because he thinks they fired him because he has AIDS. And then Denzel plays a attorney who's kind of like he's sort of a homophobe, sort of like he doesn't like gay people and he doesn't want to represent Cruz, but then he decides he might as well. And then of course over time he realizes.
Did you say Cruz?
What?
Did you say Cruz?
Cruz?
Yeah.
Wait, who?
It's Hanks.
Oh, did I say Cruz?
I think
so. I meant Hanks. But Cruz is gay, right?
The magazine said so. It had to be true.
Okay, yeah, anyway. Just a second. Alright, sorry about that. I just spilled my water everywhere and I had to clean it up. But anyway, I was talking about Philadelphia and I was summarizing my thoughts. I would say it's good. It's on Netflix. You might like it. So if you think it looks interesting, I'd recommend it. What else have we watched recently, then?
I recently watched In Bruges.
In Bruges.
Yeah. So Tay gave me his Tay recommendation.
I was thinking about starting a new segment on the show called Tay's Recommendation, where I recommend a film that you should all watch. And Nin.
Yeah, that was a pretty good TR.
I'm 1 for 1 on recommendations to Nin.
Oh, actually, you recommended Anatomy of a Murder.
So 2 for 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, folks, for those of you keeping track at home, I'm 2 for 2 on recommendations to Nin. Oh man.
But In Bruges was really good. I mean,
yeah, it's on Netflix again. A lot of the movies we watch are just on Netflix. So, In Bruges is a story about 2 assassins who are hired to assassinate some guy in the city of Bruges. In which city? Where is it? Bruges, I don't know.
Belgium.
Belgium, okay.
That's like a recurring joke in
Okay.
the movie. But then the main guy, played by, who is it?
The main guy?
Here, let me see.
Oh, what's his name?
Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah, Colin Farrell.
He's a hitman, and in his past he like killed a priest and a kid, so he has this hanging over his head like the whole movie.
Yep.
And it's kind of like about his redemption. and it's a really good story. It's like, I think it's an original story too.
Yeah, it's really good.
So I'd recommend it.
The other guy, the supporting actor, John Cleese, is that his name?
Brendan Gleeson.
Brendan Gleeson. Okay, yeah,
He's good.
He should have got an Oscar for his performance.
Oh, I got an Oscar nominee for Best Writing Original Screenplay.
Oh, nice.
Definitely.
That's cool.
That's like one of the best parts about it.
Yeah, you'll be really surprised. Like, you might think, oh, this will probably be a 7, but then when you watch it, I honestly thought it was an 8. It was that good.
Yeah, same.
So that one was fresh on the TNN scale. Oh, we also watched, for comedy, we watched Tropic Thunder. I really wanted to see Tropic Thunder, and I didn't like it that much.
No, not that good.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, there's definitely funny scenes in it, like scenes that became memes because they're so funny, but overall the movie was, I didn't think it was that great.
I thought the worst aspect was how juvenile it was. Like, there was nothing clever in it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
It was just gonna attack you with obscene genital jokes.
Yeah.
And they were funny, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend watching it.
No, yeah, I honestly couldn't recommend Tropic Thunder. I didn't think it was that good. I gave it a 6. Okay.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 6 too.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that funny. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like talking about that one. It wasn't that good. For anime, we all watched, me and Ned and everybody. We watched Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, which is a Miyazaki, one of his first ones. And we all thought it was really good. I gave it an 8.
Yeah, it's classic Miyazaki.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it has every element of a good Miyazaki.
Yeah, it's got the environmental message, the strong female character, the
monsters that
offbeat
are like
humor, and then the monsters,
like man versus nature type stuff.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, and some really like over the top atomic bomb symbolism. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And it had some like really funky theme music.
Oh yeah, that was one of the negatives. It had like some scenes had bad 80s music, and then other scenes had good music. Yeah. But I mean, it came out in the 80s.
His future movies improve on the music.
Yeah,
but I mean, total classic.
It was really good.
If you like anime, Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, have we talked about that?
Guardians of the... Yeah, we did a review, didn't we? Yeah, we did a review.
Oh yeah, we did a review for Guardians of the Galaxy already. Never mind. Watch our last episode if you want to hear about that.
We know you want to.
Yeah. Oh, here, I'll talk about a movie everybody is dying to hear about. We Bought a Zoo.
Tell me.
I watched it. I got it for free from some promotion, so I watched it, and it was pretty good. Cameron Crowe. It's a family film. It follows the generic... No. No, wake up.
Are we talking about a good movie yet?
No, We Bought a Zoo is good, and you didn't watch it yet.
It just has pretty boy Matt Damon.
Pretty Bourne is not a pretty boy.
He probably like doesn't wear a shirt for half the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And like bench presses zebras and stuff.
No, it's just a family film. It follows the guy who buys a zoo because he's having like a crisis because his wife died.
His wife died. Wow. It sounds really original.
It's not original. It's really generic, but I still liked it because it had good performances, and it was a family film. You could watch it with your whole family. Like, a mainstream person would probably love it. And I still liked it, so I gave it a 7. Low end 7, though. Very low end.
Alright, that's fair.
Okay, and then what else? Oh yeah, I also watched another one that Nin didn't watch. Network. The classic Network, which... was one of only 2 films to have 4 people nominated for Oscar in the same movie. Of course, it's from the 70s. All the best movies are from the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay, it's about a guy who's about to get he says something crazy on air, and then I don't want to spoil it. So he says something crazy on air, and then they're gonna fire him, but he becomes so popular because of the thing he said that they have to keep him on, and he has like these really ridiculous rants.
Wait, did he say Good Morning Vietnam?
No, that's from a different movie. I'll talk about that later. No, he says a classic line that I will not ruin, but he has like these rants, and it's about how the TV network is willing to exploit anything to get ratings. And it was kind of like a critique of the TV networks at the time, I think. I'm not sure about that, but it's really good. Of course, the acting is good, and like it's almost self-aware sometimes. Like it knows that it's playing on genre cliches and stuff. And I don't know, it was really good. I give it an 8 out of 10.
How would you rank the performances from 1 to 4 on the cover?
On the cover, okay, number 1, I liked this guy right here.
What's his name?
I think his name is Peter Finch.
Peter Finch?
Yep, I loved Robert Duvall. This guy,
William Holden?
yeah, he was really good and crazy. I didn't like his character, but the acting was super good. And it has some really good speeches in it. And then Faye Dunaway was obviously pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
She was so good in Bonnie and Clyde.
yeah, for some reason I don't like her. I don't know why. But anyway, it was good. Moving on. What about another one then? What do you think?
Another one?
Mm-hmm. Cape Fear?
Cape Fear, definitely.
Okay, we saw another classic. Well, actually, this one's not a classic. It's an older movie. That's why I said classic. Older movie by Scorsese.
It's a classic. Anyway.
No. It's an older movie by Scorsese, and it stars De Niro. As many movies by Scorsese do, it stars De Niro as a convict who is released from prison, who's looking to get revenge on his lawyer.
Because his lawyer screwed him over, kind of.
Yeah, his lawyer kind of screwed him in the case, and he ended up taking 14 years in prison.
Yeah. And
so
during his time in prison, he got ripped and read a bunch of books
Mm-hmm.
and got tattoos.
Yeah, and De Niro is really scary in it. It's basically a horror movie sometimes.
Yeah.
The final scene was like a horror movie.
Yeah. Actually, I think my personal scariest moment I've ever seen would probably be in this movie.
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that one time.
Well, best jump scare, I would say.
Oh yeah, best jump scare. I knew it
didn't
was coming.
get but
I
it
knew it
totally
was
got
coming.
me.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was a good scene though. Like De Niro plays the really scary killer. Like, you know why he has such a good range? Because he's not the good guy in this one. He's a pure evil bad guy.
Well, he doesn't usually play the good guy.
Well, he usually plays the sympathetic main character.
Kind of.
Well, not sympathetic. What's the thing? The guy you're
He
just
plays the lead
you're
role.
really interested.
That's how you can classify it.
Yeah, he plays the lead role. Yeah, there you go. But
But De Niro went crazy method in this one. He chopped up his teeth.
Yeah, he paid $5,000 to get his teeth ruined by a dentist.
And got ripped, or maybe he was ripped. I don't know.
No, yeah, he definitely got ripped. And
but anyway, his acting was sick.
He's just really creepy and weird, and the reason to watch that one is for De Niro's performance.
Oh, and for the awesome symbolism and themes.
What? I don't remember that.
Oh, you don't remember it? There's some heavy-handed themes.
Oh, yeah, I guess. There was a little symbolism, but most movies have a little symbolism in them.
Not Traffic Thunder.
Yeah.
That one was just crap. No, just kidding.
It wasn't crap, but it wasn't my cup of crap.
Oh, we just... Don't say that.
What?
Anyway. Cape Fear, the main problem with that one was the editing.
Oh yeah, there's horrendous editing style in it. Apparently it was common when it came out in the 90s, like a really fast-paced editing style, and I did not like it. It doesn't hold up as a quality look.
The editing reminded me of The Color of Money, another kind of similar, stars an awesome actor.
Yeah.
But the editing was really weird.
Yeah, the editing was terrible in that one, honestly.
Maybe Scorsese went through a phase of weird editing.
Yeah, I think he definitely went through a phase, but I don't know.
Good thing it wasn't present in his classics.
Yeah, I give it a 7. Cape Fear.
Same.
Okay, since we talked about a comedy we didn't like, let's talk about a comedy that we did like. Blazing Saddles.
Yep. I loved it, actually.
We bought this for $4 on Blu-ray, and it was
at a flea market.
Yeah, flea market. It was hilarious. It's at 7.8 on IMDb, and it was really funny.
Yeah, it's now my second favorite comedy.
Yeah, I think it's the second funniest movie behind Airplane.
Yeah.
It was so LOL. It stars the main premise is that there's this racist southern town, and this town. They want this town to go away so they can make a railroad through the town. So they hire a black guy to be the sheriff of the town, and then the city sends it over, and then all the town is like, "What? You sent us a black guy to be the sheriff?" And it's just like there's some hilarious like awkward racist humor. Like everybody hates the black guy, but it's so funny. Like, well, that sounds bad. Everybody hates the black guy. It's so funny. That's not why it's funny, but there's so many clever jokes in it. It's like it's rapid fire, kind of like airplane style, rapid fire jokes.
Yeah, and I kind of like have found my comedic sense of comedy.
Yeah,
because like it's just the funny like random stuff. Like in a comedy, I hate a story.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, me too. If they try to shoehorn in story elements, it's not as funny.
Like all I wanted in a comedy is just a bunch of corny skits. And Blazing Saddles had this in spades.
Yeah, it was very corny.
Oh, it's so quotable too. Like
Yeah.
if you see this movie, you'll be quoting it for the rest of your life, maybe.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's
okay. We have to mention the supporting guy, who is so funny.
Gene Wilder?
Gene Wilder was so funny.
Oh, he's a comedic genius.
He's not in the whole movie, but he comes in and he just has a slight grin on his face the whole time. And I just honestly could have burst out laughing just seeing his face the whole time.
Yeah, and a good comparison would be Leslie Nielsen in Airplane.
Yeah.
Because whenever he's on screen, you're just grinning like about to crack up because you know what he's gonna say.
Yeah,
It's
you
really
know
funny.
he's gonna do something funny, and then you're already laughing before he does it. It was so funny.
Yeah.
He played like Billy the Kid or something, like a gunslinger from long ago who could like shoot super fast.
He used to have the fastest hand in the West, but then it's kind of gotten a little shaky.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. So yeah, if you love comedy, you should watch Blazing Saddles.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 7.5.
Okay. What about The Master, say?
The Master? Oh, this one is like so heavy. You could do an entire episode on The Master. It's so layered and thick. Oh, and okay, I like to tell Nin that he likes to see ridiculous metaphors in any movie we see, no matter how, like, he could see a metaphor in...
Hey man, Commando is deep.
Yeah, he could see a metaphor in Commando. But, okay, this one actually has, like, so many layers. Like, the first layer is what you're seeing on screen. Second layer is what does it represent. Third layer is what are the deeper feelings of the characters. And every scene has all, like, 3 different meanings.
Fourth layer, limbo.
Yeah. So, it's hard to describe. Okay, I guess the main thing is people have said that it's based on the creation of Scientology. And Philip Seymour Hoffman plays, like, this guy called the Master. And he's he's kind of the leader of this cult. And it's kind of it's really out there. Excuse me. And it's sort of based on, like, oh, you can free your mind into the future and look into the past if you look at your memory. It's kind of like one of those, like, hypnotizing sort of things, but he leads
the
this
cover,
group.
it looks like there's
It's a Rorschach.
tree.
It's a Rorschach test. See?
Oh yeah, but is that like a tree in the background? That could be a symbolism for like Buddhism.
No, it's not like Buddhism. It's kind of like a New Age sort of thing, but it's not set in modern times. But anyway, he's the leader of this sort of cult-like thing. Amy Adams plays his wife, and then of course the main attraction, Joaquin Phoenix, blows you away with his ridiculously good performance in 100% method acting style.
Awesome.
Okay, he plays a multifaceted character with many depths of layers of depth.
Like an onion?
Yeah, like an onion. He's akin to Shrek. He's an alcoholic. He may be crazy. He's violent. He's a sex addict. He has he was a war veteran. He's got like so many different layers. And then yet Joaquin plays it perfectly.
Does this Xbox have a red ring?
What? Why would you even say that? What is that? What do you mean?
Those
red
are
ring?
like all the worst things that could happen to you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Should he have won the Oscar? What year did it come out?
It came out in 2011, I think. 2012.
2012.
I definitely think Joaquin and Philip Seymour Hoffman, if they weren't nominated, they should have been, and if they didn't win, they possibly should
I
have.
think
Let
Lincoln.
me look.
Double D. Lewis won that year.
Double D. Lewis.
In Lincoln.
I would give it to Joaquin over Double D.
Whoa, really?
In that.
Wow.
Lincoln
was awesome.
In Lincoln versus Master, maybe Joaquin was better.
Wow, I have to say that.
The Master was a better movie than Lincoln, I think.
Really?
It was more interesting to me.
Cool.
It actually kind of an interesting comparison. They're both kind of slow, and like this one is like one where you're watching it and I was thinking, I don't fully understand this, but I know it would almost be an insult to give this anything less than 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's at 7.1 on IMDb right now, and I think I know why is because many people like the storyline. There's not much of a story. It's kind of just a series of events involving the Master and Joaquin. There's no like beginning, middle, and end. It's kind of just like a sort of a. I guess my biggest thing is an example of this is like he meets the Master by just randomly jumping on a boat. Like there's not a perfect flowing narrative. It's just some things happen and you just they have deeper meaning. There's no way you can fully understand this one from just one viewing. So I definitely have to give it another viewing before I decide on a rating. But right now I would give it an 8 out of 10.
So what would you say like separates it from a movie like Boyhood? They're both kind of like indie movies a little bit.
I think it was better than
But
Boyhood.
Boyhood's like massively acclaimed. This one's like mixed. So what separates
yeah, okay. I definitely know why that is because Boyhood has critic and fan appeal, but The Master will only apply to specific people. Like, if you're not the kind of person that's gonna like it, you probably will give a 5 or a 6. You know what I mean? Like, the people that care about things like great cinematography, really good acting, and like filmmaking stuff, they're gonna love it. Fans that are like, oh, I just saw Guardians, I'll watch The Master, they're not gonna like it. It's not for the same audience, and that's probably why the rating is only at 7.1.
Okay, so you gotta give us some movies that you should watch that are like it.
Like The Master?
Yeah, like.
Okay, well, let me think about movies. But one thing as I was watching that definitely came in mind was it totally reminded me of the video game BioShock.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I think it was because of the atmosphere on some of the scenes was like the Master is sort of similar to the main guy, like with his rousing speeches about like sort of his like pseudo religious comments.
Like Andrew Ryan.
Yeah, like Andrew Ryan in BioShock. So that was reminded me of. It also reminded me of Joaquin reminded me of Daniel Day in There Will Be Blood, sort of.
Cool.
Sort of. Not really similar characters at all, but like Joaquin is definitely if Daniel Day went crazy, that's what Joaquin would be.
Well, he kind of did go crazy.
Well, Daniel Day was always like sane with his goal, like I've got to get oil and money.
Yeah.
But Joaquin is like if he had a mental disorder, kind of.
Okay.
And
do you think Joaquin was just going for the Oscar attention with his mental disorder?
No, it's a totally subtle display of a mental disorder. It's like in Tropic Thunder. He didn't go full retard. He went to the perfect level.
Oh, cool.
It was amazing. But oh yeah, I definitely can't recommend that you see it though. I mean it's only for specific people that want to see it.
Okay.
Like it's not for everyone.
So you can't think of any comparisons? If you like this, then you'll like The Master?
If you
like There Will Be Blood, you'll like The Master?
Well, yeah, I guess that's an immediate comparison considering they're by the same director. But I guess I don't know that you would definitely like it if you liked There Will Be Blood. I can't really think of one it's like. It's kind of its own thing.
Cool. Like really original?
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's original.
Same thing I thought of In Bruges. That was so original.
That was pretty original, yeah.
It's good when a movie's like you can't compare it to a movie. That's when you know it's really original.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Alright, I want to talk about one other one. I watched this one last night. I'll just do a quick summary. It was All Is Lost. It was Robert Redford movie. It came out last year, I think. I didn't see it in theaters or anything, but it came on Netflix. the other day, so I figured I'd give it a watch, and it was pretty good. It's just about a guy who's sailing on the ocean, the Indian Ocean, and well, it's called All Is Lost. So his boat gets damaged and it starts to leak, and he has to survive on the ocean.
Why is he by himself?
Why is he by himself? We don't know. That's the thing. There's no backstory. There's like 5 lines throughout the whole movie. All you know is he's just sitting on his boat and there's a hole in it. It's like, that's why some people don't like it. Like, oh, why doesn't he have a radio? Why doesn't he do this? Why doesn't he do that? You don't know. Like, he's just on the boat. All you know is that he's married, or he was married. He has a wedding ring on. That's it. And he's kind of old. That's all you know. And Redford doesn't really play a character in the movie. He's almost just himself, as if Redford went out on the sea for sailing. It's kind of like one of those ones where it just keeps getting worse, and it's pretty intense. One of the scenes I forgot to breathe, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to breathe during this scene because it was like underwater and all that. And I don't know, it was good. I liked it. It was worth a watch, but it's one of those. I mean, it's a one-time watch. It's not a multiple watch, but it was fun to watch, sort of. And then another one I watched today, Good Morning Vietnam, which is why I really wanted to start this this session with Good Morning Vietnam, because it's the catchphrase of this show. And they just added this movie to Netflix because of it stars Robin Williams, so they added some Robin Williams movies to Netflix. And it's about a guy he's in the Navy, and they bring him in to do a radio show for all the troops in Vietnam, and he records his morning show every day, and he intros it every time with "Good Morning Vietnam," and he yells it out, and it's just so hilarious. Like, Robin Williams is great at like ridiculous ad-lib humor where he just spouts off random gibberish and does different voices, and that's what he does the entire movie. After I saw it, I read it on IMDb that every single one of his radio monologues was completely ad-libbed, and they're LOL. It's so funny. Like through the first hour, I just was LOLing. It was so funny, and then of course they do the thing where they kind of bring in some drama, bring in some side characters, and
yeah, I was trying to listen to Anomaly, and you kept LOLing, ruining the mood.
Yeah, I was LOLing because it was so funny at the start. But like, I mean, they add like some supporting characters, kind of make some story, and like, it wasn't poorly executed, but I mean, I just didn't think it was that funny.
Yeah, once the comedy is getting going and you're laughing and you don't want drama.
Yeah, well, the drama wasn't bad, but I mean, I ended up giving it a 7. I was thinking 8 because it was so funny, but no.
Was it kind of like that one Jack Nicholson movie? As Good as It Gets?
Oh, that's an interesting.
Because that one, it was so funny at the
I
start.
love that one.
But then there's so much drama that kind of comes in, and the comedy gets.
No, we disagree on As Good as It Gets, because I loved As Good as It Gets. I give it an 8.
Yeah.
That one was so good.
I'd probably give it a 7.
Nicholson was so funny in that one.
Yeah, the first half hour is so good.
Yeah, but anyway, Good Morning Vietnam. You should watch that on Netflix right now. You should sit down. It's worth a watch. It's so funny.
Is that your TR?
Well, I don't know.
Need a TR.
The second half wasn't completely TR worthy. Tay's recommendation. Well, the funny thing is, I can recommend our movies to you, then, but to people listening on here, who knows what they'll see.
How about a listener TR and a nin TR?
Oh, okay. You know what we could do? I could recommend a movie to you, and then next week when they tune in, we'll see what you thought of it.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be kind of a fun segment. Okay, I think I'll recommend. Okay,
well,
I'll think about it.
I'll give it a JR.
A JR?
I definitely recommend the listeners to see Boyhood.
Oh yeah. If it's still in theaters by you, it could be. You should go see Boyhood. It's definitely worth a watch.
I think it would definitely be a great theater experience. Like, not that it would be bad, like watching it at home, but just in the theater, it's just kind of special. And
Yeah.
I think Boyhood's a really special movie,
Mm-hmm.
and watching it in theaters would just be.
Oh yeah,
way
and then you can say, I saw it in theaters. I'm so much cooler
In
than
50
you.
years, when it's a classic, you can say, I saw Boyhood.
Yeah, you can say, back in my day, I saw Boyhood in theaters.
That's just how I grew up, Sonny.
Dad, did you really not have an iPad? Oh, man. Anyway, that's lame. Oh yes. Okay, here's my Tay's recommendation to Nin. A river runs through it.
Really?
Yep, that's my TR. Tay's
I have to
recommendation.
watch that now?
Yeah, watch it. Tay's recommendation. A river runs through it. So good.
Fine, I'll give you a crappy JR.
Okay.
I have to find one first.
Oh, okay. And my recommendation to actually, Nin, here's my new one. You can do that one. Here's my real recommendation. Training Day.
Really?
Yeah, watch Training Day. There's a new movie coming out with Denzel, but it's directed by the same guy, The Equalizer. I kind of want to see The Equalizer. And Training Day, it's my favorite Denzel performance. I'm glad he won the Oscar for it. It's so good.
Alright.
Ethan Hawke is also really good, and we just saw Boyhood. It stars Ethan Hawke and Denzel. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It's like, I actually would watch that with you again. It's so good.
Cool.
So that's my Tay's recommendation. Training Day for Nin. So we'll tune in next week to see if Nin liked Training Day.
And here's my JR for Tay.
Okay.
Gone with the Wind.
Oh, alright.
You've been putting it off for way too long. You just gotta watch it.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'll watch Gone with the Wind. That'll be my...
I guess. Come on.
Well, okay, it's hard to find 4
I
hours.
love every minute.
It's hard to find 4 hours in a day.
I think there's an interlude. You could just watch like it in 2 days.
Yeah. I don't know if that would be that fun. Alright, well, what else should we talk about? Oh yeah, let's talk about some upcoming movies that we want to see.
The big one is Interstellar. Me and
Yeah.
Tay both really want to see it.
Of course. That one's like almost obvious. Like, the
That's gonna
trailers
be,
were
like-
mind blowing. Everything about it looks amazing.
Every Nolan movie is like an event.
Yeah, you got it. Oh yeah, we were thinking about seeing that one in IMAX even, because we have an IMAX theater near us now.
Yeah, I've never seen an IMAX movie. I wish I had seen like the Batman movies.
Yeah, that would have been so.
Was
cool.
Inception in IMAX?
I think it was. That would have
That'd
been
be
mind
so
blowing.
good.
What if you were just like seeing that hallway scene in IMAX?
Oh man,
That would be mind blowing.
your life would be complete.
Oh man, just like, remember when we first saw Inception and we just like we didn't even know
we
what
didn't
we were
understand
seeing?
it, but we still gave it a 10.
Like, you didn't
That's how good
even
it
know
was.
what was going on, and you still knew. Like, it was like you were in awe.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I can't believe what's happening.
Probably what people thought about like The Matrix the first time they saw it.
Yeah, and like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
That was probably the same feeling they got.
Maybe not quite as much as 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Well, yeah, probably not.
But
That one was probably even more mind blowing.
so
well,
other upcoming movies.
well, The Equalizer looks pretty good, but I'm gonna wait till until we see some reviews before I go see it. Maybe if they send us a free pass, we'll go see it, and then we can do a review.
Yeah.
What other ones are there coming out?
There's Gone Girl.
Gone Girl looks pretty good. It's by Fincher, so that piques my
I
interest.
mean, the trailers look good, but you
Mhm.
can never know until like the reviews start flooding in.
Well, I'm expecting it to be good. What do you think about Ben Affleck as the main guy? I'm kind of a little weary of Affleck as the main character in that one for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just getting an uneven feeling about it.
Affleck's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's definitely pretty good.
I've only seen Argo of him actually being a good actor.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. Well, I saw The Town. He's good in that
He's
one.
good in that one too.
Yeah,
Alright. No, I'm sure it'll be good. It
yeah.
looked like he was having like a rage scene in the trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The rage scene is always in every movie.
I like rage scenes.
Yeah, The Master has a really good rage scene.
Oh really?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's so
Joaquin
good.
Phoenix is the master of those.
Oh, yeah, he's the he's the master
Because
of the
remember
rage
Walk
scene.
the Line?
Oh,
That
yeah.
had a good rage scene.
Mhm.
We should do a top 10 rage scene.
Top
Oh, my number one. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's from a certain Al Pacino movie. You know what I'm talking about, Tay?
Al Pacino movie? No.
Well,
Which
not a
scene?
rage scene, but he got super angry.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I know what you mean. That was good.
That'd be fun to do a top 10
Top 10
scenes.
rage scenes. Oh, yeah, I guess the listeners, it's kind of an inside thing. A rage scene is where it's always a key scene where an actor ad-libs just a ridiculous explosion of rage. Like, he throws chairs, breaks stuff, or he just, like, gets really mad. And we always say, oh, okay, here, this is the signature rage scene of the
Yeah.
movie.
And the best one of all time was Christian Bale on the set of Terminator Salvation. A real life rage scene.
Yeah.
You can Google that one
Yeah, if you want
if
to
you want a good kind of half laugh.
half laugh,
'Cause
yeah,
it's kind of funny yet kind of
awkward. Yeah. Anything else that's coming out? I am drawing a blank of ones that I'm really wanting to see.
Fury.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and it didn't convince me.
You know what really makes me not want to see it?
What?
Brad Pitt's stupid hair. Like, that fading style. Like,
Was that even invented when that was out? That hairstyle?
is that like World War One?
Might be World War Two.
Like, I'm sure no one had that hairstyle during World War Two.
Yeah.
That's just like a fad thing. That really bothers me.
The hairstyle, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm thinking that's probably gonna be bad. I don't know what other ones. Oh, Birdman looks kind of cool. It's an indie movie, and I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but if you look up a trailer for Birdman, it might be cool.
It's not about the NBA player.
Yeah, it's a kind of an indie superhero movie, so it's kind of cool. It has Norton in it, so it could be good.
Oh yeah, Norton, underrated actor.
Yep.
If you're a veteran of Tay and Talk, you know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
That was in one of our classic episodes.
Oh man. Well, I don't know. I think it might be time to wrap it up. I can't think of anything else I want to talk about.
Same here.
All right. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. We try to make them every once in a while. This one was so far away because we just...
Actually, we'll probably just make them whenever we see like a notable movie.
Yeah.
Like this week it was Boyhood.
Yeah. We haven't come out with one in a while because we hadn't seen any movies in theaters since then. And also we just didn't have much time since school started again. We never have any time to do anything. So... But luckily, we found some time to do it tonight, so you guys can have the joy of listening to it. All right, well, thanks for listening. See you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye, Vietnam.